Cue the Chaos Billiards podcast.
Hi guys, thanks for coming back and watching our first real episode.
Hey everyone, I'm Ella.
And I'm Oz.
And get ready to cue the chaos.
This episode is sponsored by Rabbit Billiards. A fresh twist on pool that's easy to learn and hard to put down. Pool players everywhere are chasing the rabbit. The only question is, are you? Learn more at rabbitbilliards.com.
How are we doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
Yeah, talk about it.
My new season for my league starts next week, and we have our players meeting tonight. I'm expecting like 50 people.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a ton. I love it. I love seeing everybody, but getting prepared is so exhausting.
I want to come.
You can come. I've been up
Maybe.
since like 6 a.m. working on stuff for this today.
Ew, I hate waking up. I had a hard time waking up this morning.
Yeah. You had what this morning? A dentist appointment?
Yes, I did. Yep, early, bright in the morning. And it was like not fun, but it was fine, I guess. But
Well, you're more than welcome to come. I know a lot of my players are going through withdrawals right now because we're between seasons. Are you?
yeah, I am going through so much withdrawal. I basically convinced myself that I'm gonna join like so much pool stuff because I have been like craving it lately, and it's like I feel like a part of me is like missing. Like I'm like my routine is off because I don't have pool, and it's messing me up.
Yeah, it's messing me up too. I mean, it's been nice to relax a little bit, but all I want to do is play. And I'm used to hearing from my players like all day, every day. And it's been pretty quiet. I did have a few people reach out to me. So Chris from our Sunday league, he stopped me the other night at my graduation party, which we'll talk about. And he was like, I'm going crazy. I need league back. I am so bored. Like, I need league. So
Yeah.
he reached out to me, or he pulled me aside, and then Jonte, one of my captains from Tuesday, he texted me and he said, I think I'm going to check myself into rehab. And I opened the text so fast and I was like, what is he talking about? Like, he's not the type, you know? So I opened the text really fast and I read the rest of it, and it said he's having withdrawals from pool league. So
I feel that it's like a drug. It's like, I need this right now. Like, I want to play. I'm like itching for it.
yeah, and I've been trying to practice and like get on the table and play and do some drills, but it's not the same. I miss my
No.
people.
I know. I miss everyone too. I'm so excited though.
Yeah, and you're coming back to Sundays with us.
Yes, I am.
At Cushion Lounge.
Yes, I'm so excited. That's my favorite place to play, and I just love everyone there, and I'm so excited for my team.
And the first time ever on tap, you're going to be on a team that doesn't have me or Dad.
Yes, I'm going on my own team, my own solo team.
I know they're excited to have you.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited to play with everyone, and we're just pumped.
It's a stacked team, too.
It really is, and I am so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited, too. I am kind of splitting off. My captain last season, love him. He was great. The whole team was great. But I'm taking one of those players, splitting off and making my own team. Dad's not on my team either. He has his own team. He's going to be a captain.
Which is crazy.
He wants to be a captain so
he
bad.
does, and he's deserving to be a captain.
He is. And he loves teaching people and mentoring them. But I think he's going to do a great job as a captain.
I think so,
I'm
too.
just really excited to have a team back. I'm captain again. I get some players I used to play with and haven't played with in a long time. They're joining my team. Some people from our Tuesday team are converting over and are going to play Sundays as well. And I'm really pumped. I'm excited for this season.
I know, it's going to be so fun, like up there with everyone. And yeah, it's going to be a blast. I can't wait.
And when we were there on Sunday, did you see all the new construction? I mean, how could you miss it? But
yeah, stuff like everywhere trying to you like get the wall down and stuff.
yeah, so Cushion Lounge is taking down a wall and adding 2 more tables. And we had my grad party there this past weekend, but it was a little bit of a construction zone. Everybody dealt with it just fine, and everyone is so excited to get these new tables.
Yes, I didn't even realize how much space they're gonna have, like more space, and I'm so excited.
We are going to have so many people in there come fall. I cannot wait for our fall league. We'll be able to add 2 to 3 more teams, and that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot more people coming to tap.
Oh yeah.
Well, Saturday,
Yes.
I just graduated with my master's degree.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Everyone say congratulations in the comments. We're all so proud of her.
Thank you. I honestly don't know how I had the time to do it, or how I made it happen.
I don't know how you had the time either, because I swear, like every single second of your day, you're running around like a mad woman, and I have no idea how you like were able to put school in there as well. Like I'm a full-time student, and I feel like I'm going crazy with just school sometimes. So I don't know how you did it, but props to you, and we're so happy for you.
I don't know either. I honestly feel like I blacked out and I said, I'm going to go to grad school. And then next thing I knew, I was done. So glad that that's in the past. But we had a grad party this weekend. Thanks to Ella and my mom and our friends Cammie and Kathy. They planned and surprised me with this grad party, and it was awesome. But I want to talk about the topic of the night, which was Rabbit.
Yes, it was Rabbit. I had so much fun playing Rabbit.
Me too. Everyone did.
Yes.
So Rabbit is a game that our dad invented, created, wrote all the rules, practiced it for like a year, made sure that everything was perfect. And he started introducing it at Nationals last year.
Yep.
To some of our players, so that way they could learn how to play. It's a combo game. So for us, I mean, hot take, I love chasing a combo.
I also love chasing a combo.
So 9-ball, 10-ball, any rotation game, if a combo's there, I'm going for it. I think it's like in our blood, thanks to Dad. He's always been a combo chaser.
Oh yeah, he tells everyone like anytime he can make a combo to like make a 9-ball or a 10-ball, and we'll be at like tournaments or whatever, and he'll be like, in Detroit, we make combos. We just hit them. We just whack at them.
Yeah.
And so I've taken that like to the heart. In Detroit, we just whack at it. And
we do. That is so true.
Combos are great to learn and great to practice, especially when you're doing it fun and playing Rabbit.
Yeah, I totally agree. So Rabbit is a combo game, and 6 people can play on one table at a time. We had 3 tables going.
Yeah.
The whole night for hours. So that's 18 people. Plus, it's a continuous game, so it doesn't really have an end. But if you are done playing and you want to cash out, you can sell your spot to someone who wants to get into the rotation. And I know that happened multiple times.
Oh, yeah. I got in and out a couple times.
Yeah, I think we probably had maybe 25 players total playing for hours throughout the night. So I'm really excited for Dad. I know he's planning to launch the website, hopefully before this episode comes out, rabbitbilliards.com.
Yes.
And they're sponsoring our video today.
Yes,
so thanks, Dad. We really appreciate you. But yeah, it was such a fun game. It was so cool to just introduce it to everyone. We started playing Dirty Rabbit. So that's a form of the game where you can shark everyone and try to throw them off when they're trying to make combos and joke with them, and it just gets really rowdy and really fun. Nobody's really like mean, but we have a lot of fun with it.
I, for one, love Dirty Rabbit, and I love playing with my dad when we play Dirty Rabbit because it is so fun. and I'll bring back things from like 10 years ago that I can heckle him about. And it is so fun. And yeah, it's a great game. And I like to pick up like any rabbit game that I can.
Yeah, we have a couple professional hecklers in our league who are just so good. Shout out Jen. She cracks me up. She said she wanted us to start like a weekly rabbit game, similar to like a Friday poker party, so she could get her heckling and her sharking out of her system, so that way she doesn't feel the need to do it at league, which she doesn't do it at league, but it's just so funny. I think that would be so fun. I definitely want to get like a bigger poker party style tournament going, because Rabbit's just so fun and anyone can play.
It would be so fun.
We had a few people too that don't even play pool that were playing. So we had Z, who is Brian's beautiful fiance, who does not play pool, who played and had a blast. Yeah, I think she was even heckling Dad a little bit.
Oh yeah.
We had Justin, who's another regular up at Cushion Lounge, but I don't think he really plays pool either, who played. Amber's girlfriend, Kristen, she played. She does not play pool at all, and she had so much fun. So it was just a great night of getting everyone involved in really a great introductory to the sport of pool to people who don't play. Something that's fun, not so high stakes, and yeah, just such a fun night. I'm so glad we decided to bring it out for the party.
Me too. And like, even if you're a lower player or like don't really play pool, you can still get lucky in Rabbit. And like that's like the fun of it. And it's the luck, it's the guessing, it's the unknown if it's gonna go in or if you're gonna be able to line this up or make a shot. It's really fun. It's for everyone. And I love that.
It is. It's awesome. I think just pool in general is for everyone.
Yes.
Doesn't matter your age. You can be super young or super old, and really anyone can play. And speaking of older players,
okay,
we got the opportunity of a lifetime. The opportunity of a lifetime a few weeks ago.
Oh, yes. When I heard this news, I was literally jumping out of my skin for 2 days before. Literally, I couldn't speak words.
So Ella and I were given the opportunity to commentate a match between Efren Reyes and Earl Strickland, the GOATs, two of the all-time greatest pool players.
Literally the LeBron James and Michael Jordan of pool. I'm not joking. I was telling all of my friends, I was telling every single person, people on the street, I was like, stream this, please, because I am literally like bawling my eyes out right now on the inside if I'm not on the outside.
It was awesome. We only had a few days' notice. Our friend James, who owns Grindstone Billiards, sent us a message and asked if we would come and commentate. And that was on Monday night, and the match was on Thursday.
Yep.
So we spent the next 2 days just preparing everything, getting all of our equipment together. Shout out to Mike from Pancerny Custom Cues.
Yes.
He hooked us up with some awesome equipment to make sure that everything was perfect and super professional. But man, were we nervous.
We were so nervous.
Literally, we were so nervous.
We couldn't sit still. We couldn't eat. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't even sometimes look at each other because we were like, oh my gosh, like, are we really here? What is happening?
At one point, I was so nervous that my face was hot, sweltering, burning hot, but the rest of my body was absolutely freezing cold. I couldn't, my hands were getting numb. I couldn't feel my hands. I couldn't feel my feet. Like, we were in a colder spot of the pool room. I was absolutely frozen from the neck down, but my face was so hot. And this was just minutes before the match. So I was so anxious. And then we had prepared some things to try to give us some talking points, and we were definitely pretty stiff throughout our commentary. We were trying to find a balance, right? Between talking too much and talking too little. I do think maybe we talked a little bit too little, but we had a lot of very excited fans around us.
Yes.
So we kept muting our mic because we didn't know, like, we didn't even know YouTube guidelines at that point. Like, if somebody drops an F-bomb, are we going to get our video taken down? We had no clue.
Yeah.
So we kept muting in between. There was a couple times where I forgot to mute and there was people around us trying to talk to us. Oh, it was so nerve-wracking. But now that we've done it, I think if we did it again, we would be smooth.
Yeah, I think so too. And like we really didn't know too much of what we were doing. We were just like, we're gonna bring us, and you know, that's what you're gonna get, and we hope we can come back. But it was so much fun. I think we had a little bit of like different nerves going on. Like, I think you were more like scared nerves that like something was gonna go wrong and something. I was more like excited nerves, like the anticipation of it. And so I think I was able to calm you down a little bit. You were able to calm me down a little bit so we could like get grounded back to earth. And it was like, okay, like, we're going to do this. It's going to be great. Whatever happens, happens. And this is awesome.
Yeah,
And
I think so too. I really, you're absolutely right. I was freaking out that something was going to go wrong, that the camera was going to fail, that our mics were going to fail, that we were going to accidentally say something bad on stream. I was having an internal heart attack most of the time.
Yeah.
Once we got going, I chilled out.
And you were like sat. You were completely sat. I had to like bebop around. I could not sit still. I was bebopping around room to room, like going everywhere because I could not sit still.
Yeah, no. We are very opposite in that.
Yeah, for sure.
At one point, I really thought Ella was going to kill me. This happens all the time when we are commentating together. We like to commentate some of my league matches, and we commentated some of my title holders tournament, which was a couple weeks ago. And I have a really bad habit of doing this, but Ella will say, "Oh, that was a really good shot. That was a really good shot." And then what do I say?
That was a great shot. Directly after. Like, someone will make a good shot, and it'll be like, oh, that was a good shot. That was a great shot. And I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah, she's like, oh, good shot, great shot.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good shot, great shot. I do it all the time, and I don't even realize it. But when you're on the fly like that and just trying to think of something, it is so hard to think of something different to say when it was a great shot. I don't know. It was a great shot.
Or even if it was like, it was rough. Oh, that was really rough. Yeah. And it's like, oh, okay.
I'm trying.
Just got to put some emphasis on it, I guess.
I'm trying, I promise.
But it was so funny. I want to go back to those videos and like see how many like times we say that, because it's actually funny.
Yeah.
You should make a highlight reel.
Yeah, a clip of just us saying good shot, great shot over and over again.
Because, yeah, that's like one of our most used lines. And you can see if the camera's on me, my face every time is like,
I don't even realize I'm doing it. I swear, we start doing these things and I just black out. I just black out. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything. I've had people come up to me after and say, you guys were so great together, whether it's you and I or Mike Dipka and I. We commentated a little bit, and he is hilarious. Justin and I do really well. Josh from Amateur Pool and I, we do really well. You haven't really commentated with any of them because you weren't around. So in your absence, a lot of them jumped in on the mic. Daryl, he was great.
oh, yeah.
But people will come over and say, oh, you guys did so good. That sounded so awesome. Your banter was great. And I'm like, I have no clue. I have no idea what we just talked about. I blacked out completely. I'm back to reality now. I'll go watch it later.
I just be blabbing sometimes. I'm like, sometimes you don't stop me.
Yeah. No. There's quite a few people who do that are just like blabbing and just talking about whatever. And sometimes I'm looking at them like, I don't know if we should be talking about that on the stream, but okay.
Yeah, I just be blabbing. Or I'll get so into the game and then I'll realize, oh, I have to talk. Wait, I have to talk. Can I turn my mic on? I do that a lot, actually, where I'll just like zone in on like the game and then be like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be saying stuff.
Yeah, I think I do that too.
You're bad with muting your mic. She'll mute her mic and start talking and talk it all out and then realize that her mic was muted.
Yeah, and sometimes it catches it like a little bit on Ella's mic. Like if we're sitting next to each other, it'll pick it up on your mic, but very quiet. And then I'm like, well, I can't repeat it now. Like your mic caught it a little bit. Oh, well, moving on. Next thing. We're past it.
Yep. But we're getting better, guys. We're trying. We're trying real hard. Now you can see we have a little podcast set up, which is so
we
cute.
do. We have a setup now, and if you guys can think of anything that you want us to like put on our desk or put behind us, we would love to hear it in the comments. Thank you to my boyfriend, Brian. He set up this little studio for us so we don't have to drive an hour to Cushion Lounge and record there. It just really wasn't feasible for us, and we're a little late on our week. We wanted to get our episode 1 out a week after our first episode 0. Clearly that didn't happen, and making it out to Cushion Lounge wasn't going to happen either. So if you guys have any suggestions, we'd love to hear it in the comments.
Yes, we want to pizzazz this place up.
Yeah, we definitely do. I think we can make it really cool looking in here, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what we'll put up, but we have kind of wrinkly curtains, but we'll handle that. We ran out of time.
Yeah, it's okay.
We've been really busy.
We've been so busy. Now, let me tell you, I got a little busy at your grad party.
Yeah, you did. So Ella just turned 21.
We tried to film this before, and it did not turn out great because I was over here, like sunglasses on, hung over. I was very hung.
Yeah. So
unfortunately,
this is episode 1, round 2.
Yes.
And I'm glad to see you're not sunburned anymore.
That sunburn, okay? You know how many people told me that it looked like I had sleeves on?
I know. It was so bad. It was so
really
bad.
People, wear your sunscreen. Read the ad and follow it. Please.
Did you see Amateur Pool with Josh? Did you see his video when he played against you?
Yes.
You literally did look like you had sleeves, and he kept commenting on your sunburn and mentioning it throughout his commentary. So I commented on the video and I said, girl, that sunburn is distracting, because it was like all he really focused on at first in the beginning of your match. It was, I don't know if it was the camera made it look way worse, but it didn't. It was really bad.
It was that bad in person. It was that bad in person.
It was really, really bad.
And it's not like I can wear a hoodie or like long sleeves because it's 80 degrees right now and like I can't breathe.
Yeah.
So I just embraced it. You know what? If I gotta look like a lobster for a little bit, oh well. Hopefully I can be tan after. Am I? No, but it's okay. Anyways.
Well, I'm really glad to see that your like normal skin color is back and you're not a red lobster anymore.
Oh, me too. Me too.
But speaking of colors, I have something else to bring up.
Okay.
Have you seen the new Dinosphere colors that they had at the World Nineball Tour?
I seen something about them, but not like really. I haven't really looked into it.
Well, they announced and unveiled these new balls for WNT.
Okay.
That are different color.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
So I will put the colors up in a minute, but first, I want to play a little game with you.
Oh, man, I'm a little worried. What is it? I don't know.
So I have a feeling that you might not know all of these, but I want to test you on pool ball colors because I know that you're famous for saying, I'm going to call that green one over there, I'm going to call the red one or the red striped one, and not knowing what numbers are on the balls.
Yeah, I do that all the time. If you ever played with me, more than likely I do that. Or eye stripes are solids. I don't call them like by the numbers, and I'll be like, okay, that one there. Yep, this one there. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that you don't know, but I want to test your knowledge.
Okay.
So I'm going to say we're just going to do solids because if you didn't know this,
Okay.
the stripes and the solids go in the same order. Did you know that? So like the 1 and the 9, same color, which that might give something away. 2, 10, 3, 11, and so on and so forth.
I didn't know that.
So let's start with an easy one.
Okay.
1 ball.
Yellow. I know that one's yellow.
Yes. Easy
Put it in
peasy.
the front of the rack. I know that one's yellow.
All right. What about 5 ball? And we're talking just traditional airmouth balls, the balls that we shoot with every day. Need a hint on this one? Because I have a good hint for you. It's the one that you usually choose for the lag.
The orange one. The orange one. I always choose the orange ball because I love the color orange. And I didn't realize that was the 5.
Yeah, that's the 5 ball. What about the 3 ball?
Blue? No. I know blue is one of the lower ones, but I don't know if it's the 3 or the 4.
It's neither.
It's neither? What do you mean it's neither?
Neither the 3 or the 4 is not blue.
Is it? Then it's got to be one of the bright colors. Is it red?
Yes.
Okay. Lock
And we
in.
kind of narrowed it down. If the 3 and the 4 are not blue, the 2 is blue.
Okay. I have no idea what the 4 is. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea.
It's purple.
Okay. I was going to say green. So
There's 2 left. What about the 7 ball? This is one of the harder ones, I think, personally.
it's a 7 ball green?
No.
The 7 ball's not green?
The 6 is green.
The 6, then what is the 7 ball? That's all the colors. Is it purple?
No, purple's 4. I just said that.
Oh, yeah.
I think I said that. Did I say that?
I don't know. The purple's 4?
Yeah. So the 7
Okay.
ball is the only one that I feel like is not its own color. It's like a shade of another color. So the
Is
7
it-
ball,
Is it a different color blue?
no.
Oh, I
It's
give up.
like
I give up.
maroon. It's like a maroon red, like a dark red. I think they technically call it brown,
Oh, okay.
but
okay.
it's always more of like a maroon red color.
Okay, I feel like I'm trying to like rack my brain of like racking. Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
So I'm going to pull up the Dinosphere colors.
Okay. Now
So
they're
please
different.
pause 1 second.
They're different?
Yeah.
Are they like pastel-y or like what?
Yeah, they are. They're more of a pastel color. And I'm going to flip this around so you can see it really quick. I'll do it off camera so then I can show it on camera. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. But take a look at this.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll make sure, like I said, I'll make sure to put this on the screen. But we've got a baby blue 2 ball,
Okay.
which the 2 is normally blue.
I feel like I've seen that before.
Our 3 ball is still red.
Okay.
Our 4 ball, which was purple,
Okay.
is now pink, light pink.
Okay.
This is where things
Interesting.
get a little messy. The 5 ball
Uh-huh.
is purple.
It's purple.
It's more of like a lavender, like light purple. Not real light, but it's not dark purple like the 4 normally is. But the 5 ball is purple instead of orange.
That's weird because the 4 ball is purple,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that would get me confused.
Yeah, me too. And that's where a lot
Okay.
of this controversy is coming from. So there's controversy around
Oh.
this. I've been seeing it all over social media. And
I did see that. Wait, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Jason Shaw.
Jason Shaw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So in one of Jason Shaw's matches, he was playing 9-ball, obviously, W&T. But he shot the 3 ball before he shot the 2 ball.
Oh.
And he got perfect position on the 2 ball
Mm-hmm.
and then realized, oh, that's the 2. and he had to give up ball in hand.
Wow.
So a lot of people are thinking it's because of the different color balls. What do you think?
Now, if I was playing, I would definitely get that mixed up because I count on the ball colors because, well, I think I knew them. I guess I really don't know them, but I think that would mess me up, especially if I was like used to playing with other balls and then like these colors showed up. Oh yeah, I feel like I would be thrown off like all over the place.
Yeah, me too. And sometimes, I mean, I've seen other sets that have like a pink 4-ball.
Yeah.
And even that sometimes messes me up, and I have to like walk around and kind of double check my numbers and make sure I'm shooting at the right ball.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone at that level, I mean, this is Jason Shaw we're talking about. If someone at that level does that and mistakes the ball order because of it, I could only imagine what unprofessional players like us would do.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if that was like the case, but like I could really see that. And like I can get down with like some like cool sets of colors and stuff, especially because when I get a house and I get my own table, best believe it's going to match my aesthetic. And so maybe I'll get like cool color balls or whatever, and I'll like, I guess if I ever had to play with a different set of like color balls, maybe I would get used to it, but definitely not like out of the get-go not playing with them, like much exposure with different colored balls. Oh, I would mess up.
And then playing at that high level of a tournament.
Yeah.
So my understanding is that they changed the ball color for the viewers. So to make it easier to see the balls on the table and distinguish which ones are which, not necessarily for the players. So on one hand, I get it. We're all trying to grow pool.
Yeah.
We want more viewers, we want more people watching, more people really having a respect for the sport. And you do that by getting eyeballs on the game. So
It is true.
I understand that side of it, but at the same time, I understand the controversy side of it as well. And changing up the balls for a big tournament, it really could mess somebody up. Maybe lose a title for them.
Yeah, that's rough. That's like, I almost think about it as in like golf, because I find golf and pool a little similar in some aspects of like commentary and stuff like that and watching. Imagine if you were a golfer and they told you couldn't hit a white ball, you had to hit a pink ball.
Yeah.
Like that would probably really mess you up. Same in pool. Huh, that's really interesting.
Yeah,
But-
the 9-ball too is different. The 9-ball has a black stripe. So it's a yellow ball with a black stripe.
Mm-hmm.
And then the number is a white outline, black circle, and a white number. But all of and I believe all of the stripes are that way. But all of the other like solids have a black outline, white circle, and a black number. So the numbers are flip-flopped. And the stripe is black. So I think that alone, especially a 9-ball, maybe not an 8-ball with a full rack of balls, but in 9-ball, that might mess me up too. Like if there's a clump of balls and I can see an edge of that black, I may assume that it's the 8-ball.
Yeah.
When really it's the 9.
Yeah.
Just because you're not used to seeing that thick of like a stripe or that amount of black on any other ball.
Yeah, that may be hard to like, when you're trying to do a thin cut and trying to get past and be able to see. That's interesting. That's an interesting choice that they would like change the stripes that way, or at least the 9-ball that way.
Yeah. It's odd. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I know you said you might be interested in playing different color balls with your aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you would be a gray pool table, gray felt girly.
Ooh. You know, I don't know. I always said, which this might be way like out there. I don't know. Maybe some people will agree with me, but when I get my own house, I want a show table. Now that'll be my nice old table with like really nice custom wood or whatever. And maybe that'll have like a gray felt and like different color balls and whatever. Then I'll have my actual like playing table, and those will be my tournament tables. Like I'll have a bar box and a 9-foot and those
Both diamonds.
Yeah, both diamonds. Like probably tournament blue cloth, airmyth balls, probably regular color, but those will be like my playing tables, and then my other one will be like my show table. I don't know if that sounds crazy. That probably sounds crazy to most people, but I don't really care. So,
Well, when your whole entire life revolves around pool, I mean, you design your life around it, right?
yeah, and best believe it will match my aesthetic, and it will look cute, and my kids will not be allowed on it.
I love it. I love it.
I'll get them their own mini little pool table.
Yeah.
That's
They
what
can have the valley in the garage.
Yeah, that's what they can have. I'll buy them a valley, fix it up a little bit, give them some sticks. That's where they can learn.
And don't get me wrong, I have a valley. I love my valley. My valley is beautiful. Nice. I've got nice tight pockets on my valley. I've got beautiful Predator Apex cloth on my valley. Honestly, I would have gotten Simonis, but I bought it during COVID, and they were completely out of stock of Simonis literally everywhere. So I got the Predator Apex, and I love it. It's great. Yeah. I love that cloth. But we do love our valley tables, and they're great to learn on. So I think your kids will be lucky. Your future one day kids that are way long down the line.
Oh, yeah. But best believe they will not touch mommy's table.
A quick word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is a true innovator, a trailblazer, a thinker who isn't afraid to challenge conventional wisdom, aka the guy who sets the rack on a random bar stool instead of back in the table. It really doesn't matter, right? Anyway, thanks for your support.
Yeah, I know a couple people like that.
I know plenty of people like that. It drives me insane. Even at my own house, instead of putting the rack where it's meant to go, we go to play the next rack and the rack's gone. Can't find it anywhere. Everybody's searching for it, and it's like leaning against the wall on some random piece of furniture across the room.
I'm kind of guilty of that. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you need to work on your pool etiquette.
At your house, I am.
Do you have any other funny pool etiquette stories? Because I feel like I could go on all day.
I don't know. I have some like etiquette pet peeves, but I kind of want to hear one of your stories.
Okay. Well, Dad, this is not even my story. This is Dad's story that he loves to tell, which is so funny because if anybody could take a class on pool etiquette, league etiquette, it would probably be Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
Love him. But he's the most animated person, and he will be watching Ella across the room, and he'll jump up because she made a crazy shot or missed a shot or got a crazy safety, and he'll jump up and totally mess up whoever's on the table right in front of him. And he doesn't mean any harm by it, but he has the funniest story.
Just like a little bit of spatial awareness.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Spatial unawareness, maybe.
Yeah.
But he loves to tell the story. A few weeks ago, he was at a bar in Hamtramck. So Hamtramck is a city here in Detroit that's really unique, I guess you could say. It is a tiny, tiny city that is right in the middle of Detroit. It has Detroit on all sides of it. It's almost like a borough or a suburb, but it's its own city with its own government. Anyway, there's a lot of really cool bars down there to play pool. And he was at one of these bars, and a guy was playing pool, and it was one of those situations where everybody writes their name on the board and then gets a turn to play. And this guy is playing. He had obviously been drinking a little bit, and he was looking for a bridge. He kind of looked around a little bit, couldn't find one. So he takes his shoe off, sets his dirty, gross shoe on the table, puts his cue right across it, and uses it as a bridge. Made his shot, grabbed his shoe, put his shoe back on, kept shooting, ran the table, and won. And my dad is just sitting there in amazement. Like, I don't know if this is genius or what it is, but it's definitely not good pool etiquette to put your shoe on a table. You don't know where that shoe's been. You don't know what's stuck to it. You don't know if you walked through something gross in the bathroom and now it's on the table where all the balls touch and then your hands touch the balls. Ugh. This is why I carry around spray hand sanitizer all the time, because you never know what those balls are touching.
Don't make me think about that. That's
I know.
gross.
It is gross.
Oh, that sounds like something that would happen in a bar, though.
Yeah, it would. But even in pool halls, I've definitely seen feet on a table.
Let me tell you about feet on a table, okay? So once I was playing, and right next to me was a big old snooker table, okay? These guys are playing snooker, like hooting and hollering a little bit, having fun. Awesome, okay? This guy has the longest bridge you can find, okay? Has the bridge on the table, goes to take the shot, lifts the bridge up, smacks the light, and like some piece of the light is now like hanging off of it a little bit. What does this guy do? Let me tell you. He takes his shoes off, climbs on top of said table, and starts fixing the light. And one of the workers comes running towards him and is like, "What are you doing on my table? You better get off my table right now." And this guy is like, "What?" I'm like, what possesses you to get on top of a table and not just be like, "Hey, like, the light, like, I accidentally hit it with the bridge. Nope, I'm going to get on the table." At least he took his shoes off. But
Did he have socks on?
he did have socks on.
Okay, good. Ella probably would have thrown up
I
if
would
he
have.
didn't. She does not like when people let the dogs out.
I don't. And yeah, but like, what possesses you to stand on top of a table to fix the light? Like, I don't get it. But I don't know. I don't know about you, but that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I've seen, it's so funny. I don't know if it's like a running joke or what it is, but I've seen a lot of pictures of the pros lately, like laying across the table shooting. I think they're on a snooker table, but they're laying across the table shooting. I think that's hilarious.
I just seen one of Federer laying across the table with like one like little foot up on the edge. And I'm like, and he's not even short. But
no, he's not. Not like us.
Not like us, no.
I work really hard to keep a foot on the floor.
Yeah.
I have a video recently in a tournament where I had to take a jump shot and I had to kind of sit up on the table and I like let my shoe kind of hang off my foot a tiny bit so I could make sure it was touching the floor because I could barely reach. I'm only 5'3". I'm really short. So I'm like trying to get up there, trying not to put like all my weight on the table, but yeah, I don't know why anybody would stand on the table. I mean, I guess to fix a light, but
yeah, we need some platform shoes, some clown shoes sometimes for these big tables.
I've been wearing my big platform shoes
I don't know
a lot
how
lately.
You do.
I don't like to, but it really helps me be able to reach a little more. I use my bridge mate. I use the bridge a lot. I've gotten really good at the bridge. I've gotten really good shooting with my left hand. So I say I'm a switch hitter all the time because I could shoot pretty good with my left hand. Thank you to Kyle for talking me into practicing with my left hand. He will play whole games with his left hand over and over and over again to get really good at it. And I've gotten pretty good at it, but I am definitely height challenged. So that's one thing that helps me for sure.
I don't know about you, but I'm so picky with the shoes that I wear. I can only wear 2 pairs of shoes while playing. And one are like my raggedy beaters, but they are my playing shoes, and I wear them all the time while I play. And the other one are like my slide-on slippers. Like, those are the only things I can play in. But I've seen you play in lots, and sometimes without shoes.
Yeah. I do play without shoes sometimes. I practice at home all the time with no shoes on because I'm at home and I get really comfortable. My stroke gets really good. And then I put on shoes and realize I'm a little bit taller and I don't like how it feels. And if I am shooting and my stroke is off, like, I always keep a pair of socks in my bag because I wear sandals a lot. Try to always. There's been a couple times where I have not had socks in my bag.
Yeah, how many times I brought her socks?
Or Ella has brought them to me.
Or I took off my socks and gave them to her so she could put them on her feet so she could play with no shoes on. And then I just sat there not with my dogs out. Best believe I'm not having my dogs out. But I'll put my shoes back on with no socks just so she could play barefooted.
Barefooted with socks.
Well, duh.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't let you play barefooted.
My shoes throw off my stroke. Like,
I understand.
I wear these big platform sandals that are so comfortable. I love them. They make me a little taller. Like, I love these shoes, but I will forget and I'll wear them accidentally to pool, or my Ugg boots. I have Ugg boots that are also a platform. And in the wintertime, Michigan is nasty. I'm always wearing those. And I'll get to pool and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't change my shoes. And then they're so heavy and my feet get really hot. So then I have no choice but to play in socks. And I feel more comfortable in socks anyway than being, 2 or 3 inches taller. So
fair enough.
yeah, but I have a lot of shoes I can play in that are all similar height, and I'm like pretty comfortable in them.
Yeah.
But there are a few I really don't like to play in, especially in like high stakes. Like if I'm in a big tournament or something and I feel like my stroke is off because of my shoes, I'll take them off and play in socks.
And for some reason, she always still packs the wrong shoes. I only take the shoes that I can play in because I don't want to mess it up, because you already know from the last episode that I cannot keep track of where my things are. And so I need to make sure that I got the right shoes on my feet so I can play. And even when I'm at your house, I keep my shoes on while I play because I'm not even trying it. I'm not even going there. But
I don't like wearing shoes in general. If I could wear like socks or be like mostly barefoot all the time, I totally would. Ella hates it, but I don't like the feeling of shoes. I don't know. And I've got so many things going on. I honestly just forget. I'll like throw my shoes on because I have to take the dogs outside, or I have to go load a bunch of stuff into my car, and I just throw on the easiest pair to throw on. And then I realize I'm running late and I have to get out the door to make it to league or to make it to whatever tournament, whatever it is, and realize I left with the wrong shoes on. And then I'm already 40 minutes away from home and I have the wrong shoes on. So it is what it is. Kind of my thing.
I guess.
At least I get to the tournament on time. Sleepyhead.
I got sleeping issues.
Yeah, I know. You also have staying up too late issues.
Maybe. Anyways, we ain't getting into that. We ain't getting into that today.
What about other etiquette stuff?
Oh, one of my biggest pet peeves is walking through tables when a game's happening. Like, I understand if you have to, and like probably like having to set up where the tables go for like easy access ways.
But when a whole group of teenagers walks in the pool hall and they take their whole group of 10 right between 2 or 4 or 6 tables while people are playing in tournaments. Yeah, that's definitely a pet peeve.
I stare them down. I stare them down like this.
Ella tries to be tough. I don't. I just shake my head and I'm like, oh, goodness. Or I'll try to be nice. And once they get to where they're going, I'll pop over there and say, hey, just, there's a tournament here. So if you guys have to, go up to the bar, go wherever, take this route, like go around. And a lot of the time people just don't know the etiquette is there. Like they don't know what the etiquette is. Like one of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm playing somebody in a match and they're hovering over the table, hovering between their shots while I'm trying to shoot, mainly because I have been taught to walk around the table and look at my shots from like every angle. And sometimes I like to walk around once or maybe twice if I see a different shot I want to take and I'm trying to figure out where I want my cue ball to go. I'm still really learning cue ball control. So it might take me a quick second, even though I'm a very fast shooter. It might take me a second to figure out where I want to go. But if somebody's hovering over the table and they're standing 6 inches away, I feel bad because I'm trying to walk around and I feel bad making them move, and then they move and then they're 6 inches away in a different spot and then they're in my line of sight, which I'm really good at blocking people out and blocking everything around me out. But when they're right up on me, I have a really hard time blocking them out.
Oh, yeah.
But that is like one of my biggest etiquette pet peeves is, especially if there's a spot for you to be. Like if there's a chair nearby that you can stand by or sit in, or a table, where everybody's drinks and their sticks and, everything are. Like, please just go stand over there. Please go sit over there. I understand if you don't want to sit while you play, but hovering over the table Oh, it is one of my biggest pet peeves, but I'm just too nice and I'm really bad at telling people like, hey, can you scooch over there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I always try to either, like, if there's a table, like, next to it, I'll always go to the table. Or at least if there's, like, not a table around, I make sure, like, I'm past the light where, like, the light comes down.
Yeah, like
and
where
I'm
it
in
hits
the
the
shadow.
ground. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I hate, like, if I'm walking or something and, like, I'm straight in the line of vision, even if I'm so far away, I'll hit a deer in the headlights. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I do that
like,
all the time.
I'll like turn to my side or like turn around almost, especially if I know other people are watching the match, because I hate being right in someone's line of sight and like I'm just staring them in the eyes.
Yep.
So I'll like turn or I'll look down just to try to like break that eye contact. Like I feel bad.
When it's not my turn, I barely even look at that table. I don't even like looking while they're taking their shot. I don't. I'll watch it after because I don't know.
I don't want to be the reason why somebody misses, or like I don't want to ever be the reason that somebody feels like they didn't take the best shot they could.
Yeah.
So yeah, I completely agree.
I hit a deer in the headlights a lot. It's actually kind of funny. I'll be like mid sip of my drink and be like,
Maybe we should make like an etiquette video.
ooh. That would kind of be fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. Like, I feel, like I said before, I feel like some people just don't know the etiquette, at least of a pool league in a pool hall.
Yeah.
Like, in a bar is a little bit different. And Dad loves to say this, that you're in a bar. You have to get used to the people and the sounds and the this and the that.
Yeah.
Which, yes, that's one thing. But there is still a level of etiquette to have, especially at higher level tournaments, like title holders. I think maybe some of our players would benefit from that.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Sometimes people just don't know.
Yeah,
you know, what comes off as polite, what comes off as rude. And, you know, I'm a big believer of karma. And if you are acting like wild during your match or during a teammate's match, best believe that karma is coming back for you. So
let me tell you about karma and jinxing.
listen, we're not doing this. Ella thinks that I jinx everything. I do not jinx it. It is her mindset that puts this into motion. So go ahead. Tell them what I did. Tell them how this started.
Oh, this started way back, but I'll give you the best example, okay? So, one of the times, I'm going to talk about that time. One of the times, I was at a watch party for the Lions, the Detroit Lions football. And
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
This was the match, or this was the match. This was the game they needed
to go to the Super Bowl. Okay, they were doing great in the beginning. Okay, great. Trailblazing the other team, right? So I'm there. You know what she texts me? Well, it looks like they're going to win. I think they're going to win. When they win, after they win, when the Lions win, and I'm like, what?
I didn't say any of that. I said one of those things. I said one sentence. I said, when they win, make sure to take a video of the crowd. That's the only thing I said. Ella exaggerates. I did not say it 18 times. I said, when they win, make sure to take a video of the crowd. I thought I was just being positive and forward thinking. Well, they didn't win. Ella blames me to this day.
I do. I blame her to this day. And you know what? I exaggerate because it was that serious. It was that serious. And you know what? And now I think that you have spread all of this jinxing juju to Dad too. Because sometimes he'll be like, oh, you can make that shot. Oh, you could do this. And I'm like, dude, you better knock on wood 3 times right now. Because I'm not making it now that you said that.
See, again, this is why I think it's Ella's mindset.
Okay, no, because he admitted to it. Because I was playing him in a tournament. We were up against each other. And he's saying stuff to me, heckling, sharking a little bit. Dad.
He loves to do that to us.
Yeah.
He sharks and heckles us more than anybody else, our own father.
Well, we're playing with him. Anyways, he thinks it's lighthearted. Whatever. And I'm like, knock on wood right now because I'm not going to make it. And he goes, oh, well, I say that stuff because I know that after I say it, you're not going to do it.
Ella's got to work on her mindset. She's got to get it out of her mind that what people say affects the outcome. She got to work past that. And every time, if I ever say anything, she says, "You better knock on wood right now. You're going to jinx it." And then it turns out bad.
Yeah, because no.
But if she just didn't say anything at all.
That's not true. Because you know how many
It might
stuff
not
I
even be a
did
thing.
knock on wood, and it did come true. And I think you just probably need to be saged out of the bad jinxing juju that you have.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Whatever.
Ask Chandra. We'll do a Gen Z saging of me and see if that makes it any better. She knows how to do that.
A Gen Z saging.
Yeah, it's when she just like takes a big hit of a vape and then blows it all over me instead of sage.
Yeah.
We do that a lot at Pool
Yeah.
League, a Gen Z saging, and it works. It works.
Yeah, it
it's
does
a
kinda work.
superstition of ours.
It does kind of work sometimes.
We have a lot of superstitions.
Actually, yeah, we do have
How
a
have we
lot
not
of-
talked about these?
Okay, we need to get into this.
Okay, my number one favorite superstition that I believe in wholeheartedly, but it's got a couple rules, is the score sheet on your phone on your chest.
Yep.
So when somebody is shooting at the 8-ball on the other team, the 8-ball or the 9-ball, in order to throw off their juju, you take your phone with the score sheet and you put it on your chest like this, and you just sit.
Just like this.
Just like this. And it works so often. This started back with my Tiz But a Scratch team. I did it once, like randomly, and it worked. And my team was like so shocked that it turned into a whole thing where we did it all the time and it worked so often. But if you don't have the score sheet up on your phone, or you use someone else's phone, or you accidentally click it off, or you don't put it up fast enough or it slides off, there's plenty of reasons why it might not work. And sometimes if you have like a non-believer in the group, then it might not work. Same thing with our favorite from our friend Kitty, one of our favorites, the LTT.
The LTT.
So LTT is left titty time. Hopefully we don't get banned for that. I don't know if we will, but it's when you grab the left side of your chest when somebody is shooting. But this is the opposite. You do that when you want somebody to do something well. And I have a perfect example of this, and I will see if I can post a clip of it. I don't know if you'll even be able to hear me or anyone else. I'll try to, though. But we're playing at Rally in the Valley in Philadelphia, and I was playing an awesome match. Awesome. It was a nail biter, crazy match. I think I probably played 40 safeties throughout the whole match. I played so smart. And I was up and I came over to my team and I said, okay, LTT, I'm going to try to get an 8 on the break. Everybody has to do it. And everybody did it right away. And I got an 8 on the break. My one and only 8 on the break of the whole tournament.
It was awesome.
It was so awesome.
It
And I
was
couldn't believe
awesome.
that I did it. Then later on the next day, I said, let's do it again, LTT. And we did it. And Brian also got an 8 on the break. So those are some superstitions that I think absolutely work.
Oh, yeah.
One other one from one of my teams was our team name was Rack to the Future. And we have a little DeLorean. And the DeLorean has glued wheels. We hot glued the wheels so it doesn't roll off the table. But we have a superstition that if you use the DeLorean as your pocket marker, you have to put the back end of the DeLorean towards the pocket that you're shooting in. So that way when you make the ball, the DeLorean could take off. I don't know who made it up, but it turned into a thing. And
did.
that was a superstition for a while.
Another one, I don't know if it's like a superstition, but we started doing this in league sometimes just for like fun, is chaos menu.
Oh, chaos menu is definitely a superstition.
Okay. Well, correct me if I'm missing anything.
Okay.
But chaos menu, at least when like you're playing tap, people put up different skill levels for matches, and you have to put up someone from your team. Well, chaos menu is a little fun thing that we do where you put everyone's name on a slip of paper, and when we're ready to put someone up, either like our captain chooses or we'll have the other team choose a random slip, and whoever's name it is goes up in that race. And we have had crazy luck, 2 against a 5, and we pull it off somehow. And we have no idea how, but that's our chaos menu.
And we usually do chaos menu after we've been losing. So if we've lost a couple matches, we're like, okay, nothing to lose here. We're going to do chaos menu. We don't pay any attention to the skill levels. Like Ella said, sometimes we'll let the other team choose their fate and pick their player out of the hat. And we just have fun with it. It's completely random. You could end up with a very well-matched opponent or someone who's a totally different skill level that you may have never had the opportunity to play before, which makes it more fun. It
does, yeah.
You play the same teams over and over again. It makes it a lot more fun. But we have had nights where we have gone 4-1 and 5-0 against really, really, really good teams when we've done chaos menu. And that's when we're like 0-6. We haven't won a single match, and all of a sudden we beat the first place team 5-0 because we did chaos menu.
Yeah.
So I'm a chaos menu lover and true believer, especially when you're down, when you are just down bad. Chaos menu is the best way to pick your lineup.
Oh, yeah. I love chaos menu. When we're playing chaos menu, I'm like, cool. Just tell me who I'm playing and what I got to go to. I don't even know what they got to go to. I'm just going to play. And it takes the pressure off, I feel. And
it so takes the pressure off.
And then you can just enjoy your night and have fun playing. And cool if you win. Cool if you play good. Awesome. But yeah, and you get to play different people that you might not play because they're different skill levels. And we play the same people a lot. So yeah, I love chaos menu.
Me too. It is so fun. That is definitely my favorite, like, superstition or favorite thing that we do. By far.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I think we're almost done with our episode for today, but I wanted to do one more, like, shout out, call out because it was so awesome.
Yes.
So last episode, I put some pictures on the screen of the hosts of the Boom and Freezer show. So Bobby Hilton and Scott Frost. And I messaged Bobby and I said, hey, I just want to let you know we're making a new podcast and we want to put your pictures in it, but we wanted to ask permission. And I didn't hear anything back. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. Beg for forgiveness. We'll cut it out later if we have to. Hopefully they're not offended. We love listening to their show.
Yeah.
And he responded. And it was so cool. We were fangirling.
So it was so cool.
We called a bunch of our friends to tell them about it. And they, Bobby wished us the best of luck. He thought what we were doing was awesome. He said, absolutely, you can use our photos. So that was super cool. And they've had some awesome guests on their podcast lately.
Oh, yeah.
They just released a new one today, I believe, with CJ Wiley.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait to go watch it.
Oh my gosh. It's so good. So that happened today, and we have a lot of people interested in our podcast that want to come be guests. Not really any pros, but we have a lot of, not at the moment, maybe one day. But we do have a lot of really awesome people from our community, from our pool community that are a huge influence and really involved that want to come and talk on our show and be unprofessional pool players with us. And I think that's super awesome. So make sure that you check back in for our future episodes so you can meet some of those guests and some of our friends and have a lot of fun with us.
Yes. All right. So I think this wraps up our first episode. Thank you so much for watching. And down below, comment, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with everything that we're posting and doing.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye-bye.